up, though? It's me here again. Welcome to Star Regulus. You can call me Lemon. And basically, I wanted to. It's been like things just keep popping up. Every time I try to record, it's like something happens that takes me like this way and that way. But I'm here. And I have been feeling really a necessary pull to speak, and I put a list together of things that I did want to talk about in the video, but I just didn't get around to doing any recordings just yet. But basically I really wanted to dig in a little bit more with the tarot according to the energies of today, which is the Sun square Moon, and then Juno and Mars trining Jupiter retrograde. So as well as Mercury and Venus were conjunct in Cancer with the North Node. So with all of those aspects, first of all, when the Sun in Leo is square Taurus, this is about being in control of your value system and making sure things measure up. And if they don't, then you make necessary changes so that when you look at something and you're holding that value that you place in it, whether it's yourself in the full spectrum of the world, because for a Leo Sun or Leo rising, Taurus rules the 10th house, which is about manifesting with the world and to the world, making your mark, your life path in the world. What disciplinary system is available for the masses to see you in all of your beauty, all of your worth? Is it something that's good? Is it something that's grounded? Is it something that's stable? Is it something luxurious, really? Because I'm a Leo, and the Taurus likes things to be not only beautiful, but you want to get your money's worth out of everything. If you got to spend an extra dollar to get the quality you're looking for, then you're going to go ahead and do it because you understand value. And because a Leo has a regal energy as well as a fixed energy, Taurus, and with Taurus having a fixed energy, but it is a grounding energy, Venus, is just about having to conquer a challenge of always holding your will or your actions to a value that you are comfortable with. And I did pull the Venus card, which is Empress. The Empress, that's a representation of Venus, which is Taurus Libra energy. I got the Wheel of Fortune next, which is Jupiter. And then I got I pulled the Tower card here. And with Mars and Jupiter speaking to each other in a trine, that's an easy flow of energy. A trine helps things move smoothly to the point where you can be kind of lazy or laid back, relaxed energy, because it's just so easy. And with Mars being in Leo and Jupiter, even though it's retrograde, it's still home in Sagittarius. Those two fire energies are about Mars is about understanding your drive and what's causing you to act, what makes you get to a point where you want to do something, what's your motivation. That's what Mars is about. Jupiter is about expansion, growing and learning beyond the environment that you initially learned about yourself in, taking in the worldly knowledge and the accumulative culture of being one in the masses, and like learning from people that are completely different from you, don't know nothing about you, environments, ideas, like going through those experiences of what we call unknown, because experience is actually the best teacher, because when you get a front view of what you personally experience, it's something people can't take from you. That knowledge and wisdom is something that you have for the rest of your life, regardless of who was there, who wasn't there. And having these trine together, it's like when you think about your motivations, or when you think about what's motivating, when you think about what's motivating you to do something, is it balanced on the same scales of what you value, what's making you comfortable, or is what's making you comfortable something that's not of value, but it is something that is bringing you an experience that you like? Alternatively, are you in experiences that are of a motivation that is lack, which of course decreases value? Are you willing to work to get out of those types of situations? Are you willing to drive yourself and your experiences that you've learned in the situation into a place of self-value and self-worth, and being stable in who you are? Now with the last card I got, which is the Magician, that's Mercury. Okay, Mercury rules both Gemini and Virgo, which is retrograde at the moment. And with the conjunction and passing over with the North Node and Venus in Cancer, we really want to think and assess about how we feel at the root, like the deep roots of what makes us feel comfortable in our aloneness, what makes us feel nurtured in our privacy. Like, are we loving who we are when we're alone, or are we having anxiety or depressive feelings toward ourselves when no one is around? Are we beautifying our personal space, our homes, our bodies, which is our number one home where we hold our waters? Are you allowing memories to come in and flood your gates? And is it too much for you to handle? Are you fighting with memories that you have because you want them to be different? Are you looking at your previous memories, things that happened in the past? Are you using those to elevate who you are when you are alone, so that when you are out in the public scene, in the public world, you're able to offer support, nurturing, and be a source of vitality and humbleness and just pure love? Cancer rules the chest. And even though Leo is known for its heart, Cancer also has a really big heart, and that's why it's always heavily protected and guarded in a shell. And sometimes when we're in the shell, we release things that no one else knows about, we might feel no one really cares about, only because we hold on to those feelings so deeply. So with those three combining together, it's like when you do release and go in the direction you're meant to go in order to find your true home, to find your true peace, to find the best way to nurture and heal yourself out of a past situation that brought you a lot of grief or confusion, rather. Like, when you move past that, when you allow yourself to make peace with it and send it love, send it kindness, send it some type of just solace in yourself, making peace with yourself. When you do that, it does bring you a lot of great rewards. It does bring you a lot of peace and tranquility, and people can see that in other people. When you meet someone and they just seem so peaceful with themselves, they seem like they're in love with themselves. And that's something I've been working on myself, is making affirmations and sticking with my true emotions and how I really feel about myself, instead of allowing the outside world to depict who I am and how I should feel about myself. We are in full control of that. You know, a crab has full control over its home and where it goes, because he carries it on its back. It doesn't go anywhere. It moves with him, or with it. So, in conclusion, we want to understand that our will is strong right now, especially with the Uranus conjunction with the moon. Our will is strong with the Leo sun being home, and we just want to always maintain a sense of self-peace when we're being triggered, or we feel like the world is going completely different than we imagine. Understand that when it's time to let things go, it's always so something new can come in. And you know, that's the best way to keep your mind at peace, keep your mind from, you know, attacking itself. Because bottom of the deck, I have the Two of Swords. We want to always maintain a peaceful heart within ourselves, so when we interact with others, whether they have that same peace or not, we are able to demonstrate to them in full integrity that, you know, even though you can be upset, even though you can be triggered, even though sometimes we take steps back and have to reassess, like, you know, I thought this is what I wanted, but it's not. It's okay. It is really okay. The fact that you even took the time to assess and make necessary changes in your life, because it's your responsibility to be happy within yourself, that's a good thing. And it should never be taken as being anything egoic, which a lot of us Leos go through. We're always accused of, you know, only doing things for attention, and we can't help that we naturally get attention, because that's just, we just controlled by our willpower, and it's strong. The solar plexus is a very strong will point in our bodies, in our light chakras. So when we use that willpower to do good internally, we can then turn around and give that gift to the world externally, and feel thankful that we even got the chance to do that. And we have peace of mind, peace in our soul. And that's just a message I wanted to share with you today. Not only do I naturally talk with my eyes all over the place, but I am doing my temporary work right now, servicing people in the world by transporting them. I have a progressed midheaven in Gemini, so I'm being extra careful on the road these days. But I thank you guys so much for tuning in. If anyone is looking to get a personal reading with me, you can find me on my Facebook, which is Star Regulus. And you guys have a great day.